Hey everyone, welcome back to Codes of Fine channel. So from today onwards, we are going to build the Zepto clone app. So you guys know how Zepto works, right? Basically, it's a groceries app. So we are going to implement that app only. So in this playlist, we are going to implement Redux as well as we are going to integrate Firebase. Those you guys ask mostly about how to implement Firebase in React Native, and in this video only we are going to implement Google authentication as well using Firebase. I'm going to show you clearly and I'm going to explain you as well regarding this in detail. And this playlist is absolutely for beginners, those who are willing to learn React Native, and those apart from that, those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe, follow for more videos on React Native, and we are close to 2k subscribers, so please do it fast. And yeah, that's it. Without wasting time, let's start the video. So if you see, I just created a React using React Native CLI. I've created a project. Even if you see, this is the initial code you will get by default. I haven't removed anything, I haven't did anything, I just kept like this only. So those who don't know how to create React Native project using CLI, this is the command. Let me show you. Npx react native init your project name. Basically here you need to give project name, whatever project name you want to give. I gave Zepto, that's it. You need to pass your project name here, that's it. So this is the command, you can do it. So just to save our time, I just did. So you guys already know, these are the things I have already explained in a lot of videos, what are these files and folders and everything. So without wasting time, let's do quickly install few packages. Okay, after that we'll directly jump into integration of Firebase and building the UI, these things and all. Okay, so in this video we are going to build a splash screen as well as we are going to build the login screen as well using, as I said, right. So we'll integrate Firebase in this app, and as well as we are going to implement Google authentication using Firebase. Okay, so that's pretty much about this video. So let's quickly open the browser. So basically let me show you the UI also. So this is the UI I took from Figma. In fact, I'll share you this link also in description. Okay, you can check out from there. This is certain responsible user, I'm not sure who is this, and I'll give credits to him as well. Okay, so before building the UI, let's install few packages which we need. One for navigation, right? So we need a navigation. Before that, React navigation. Okay, let me do one thing. Before directly copy pasting the code, let me quickly create a one folder as we maintain some proper folder structure, right? So that's why I've created src first. In this whole my bunch of code, everything will be in this folder only. Okay, so in this, as usual, first and foremost thing, components folder. You guys know what exactly components. If you don't know, let me tell you, like whatever the reusable code, I'm going to store it in this component folder, that's it. And after the screens, I say screens means what are the screens our app contains, those all screens code will be storing in this. After this, I'll say APIs. In further or in maybe future, if you want to implement any APIs code, we can simply store it in this here. After this, we'll say routes, so basically navigation. So whatever screen, if you want to navigate from one screen to one screen, we are going to handle from this folder. Okay, as I said before, Redux, we are going to use Redux in this project, so Redux as well. I'm going to create one folder for this. After this, I'll say utils, basically themes, colors, and if you want to store some any keys and all, we are going to store in this. Okay, utils. After this, did I miss anything? Utils, screens, routes, Redux, components, APIs. I guess I have it. Yes. Okay, one more thing. I'm going to create assets folder basically to store any images or any fonts. I'm going to store globally to access it. Just for this assets, in this assets, I'll be having two folders, one for images and another folder for fonts. I'm going to show you how to use custom fonts in React Native as well. Okay, so as of now, just we just created folder structure, that's it. I haven't done anything. Even if you see, these are just empty folders. See, Even I have opened this. Okay, so first thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one file in routes. As I said, I'll say routes.js. If you see, let me rename this properly. In fact, I'll say we are going using stack, right? So stack routes.js, I'll say. Okay, this will be fine. And I'm using RNFE, nothing but React Native Functional Export. It's a extension I have shown you a lot of times in my videos. If you haven't seen, you can simply search a React Native snippets. Okay, let me check that my audio is recording or not. Okay, it's recording. Perfect. So okay, so what I did, nothing but I just created one folder here. In this folder, in routes I have created one screen. Okay, nothing but one file .js. I kept name as stack route. Okay, and I did I registered. It's a functional component code, nothing else apart from this. Okay, these are two import statements, and this is my functional component, and this is my export component of this. So that without this export, we cannot access this outside. Okay, clear, perfect. So now, as I said, let's install packages. So now all you need to do is simply click on Redux. If you haven't followed this, where exactly I got this, simply search for React Navigation in your tab. Okay, you will be landed in this website. This is the official website. Okay, simply click on Redux, scroll down. So as I said, I'm using React Native CLI. So basically, those who don't know, you can create React Native using two ways, like one is Expo and one is React Native CLI. So if you don't know what exactly Expo do and difference between means, in Expo you don't get this Android and iOS, nothing but if you want to do in your, let's assume that you have a requirement in natively also you want to do something, then you need to go with React Native CLI. You need to simply create a React Native app, but you don't have to implement some, like you don't have a requirement of few things. You don't need to do it in any native, particularly let's say in Android or particularly in iOS. You can go to Expo. Okay, but in outside, like in IT industry, everyone go with React Native CLI only. Okay, just to make sure that. And here you can use whatever you want. I'm using npm install. Simply copy this and paste it and hit enter. As I said, if you are using Expo project, you need to install this command. Okay, I'm not using Expo, so for this reason. So again, I need to install this line. Simply copy paste. Okay, it's taking time to install package dependencies. Don't worry, we can ignore this. I'll show you. In fact, we are using TypeScript, right? So let me change this TypeScript to JavaScript. Okay, in the meantime, let me change this whole code. Let me remove this by default code whatever we got. And after this, let me rename this also. Instead of TypeScript, I'll say JavaScript. Hit enter. RNFE, same React Native snippet I'm using to save our time. So here we copied one line, right? Simply copy that line and paste it here and hit enter so that it will install the dependencies. And scroll down, no, nothing to do here. Simply click on Hello React Navigation. That's it. Even you can click from here as well, left side. Now we need to install this one. Simply copy that line. Those who are using Expo, everyone, this command line will be same. Okay. Same, paste it and hit enter. So here all we need to do is like simply copy this line, this navigation container line. Okay, open your app.js, I mean app.js. Okay, paste it here. I'm just copying, pasting in front of you guys only. Okay, so simply, okay, let me do one thing from here only. App navigation container open it and close it. That's it. So what I did, I just imported this line from this. Otherwise you can type it also, okay? It's nothing. Just to save our time, I just copy it from there and I have pasted here. That's it. And whatever the code inside this return, I just removed that and I just use this open tag and open tag and closing tag of navigation container. And here inside this, I'm going to call my stack navigator, stack routes, I guess. Yes, stack route. And let me close this and make sure you need to import, otherwise it will throw an error. Now you guys get confused like where exactly this stack route means, as we created initially right in routes folder stack route. This screen only, this file only I've called in app.js. So app.js work is done. Simply close this. Now open stack route file and simply copy one more line we need to copy. Simply copy this line, create native stack navigator, paste inside stack routes, okay? And this also. If we can type this also, just to save up time, they already provided the code, right? So for this reason, I'm just copying and pasting it in front of you guys only. Let me change this to dark color. Okay. So simply copy this line, paste it on top here. After this, simply copy from stack navigator only this closing tag, opening tag to closing tag. I have highlighted with blue color. You can able to see this, right? Simply copy this thing and paste it. Remove this whole view and simply paste this. That's it. So yeah, this page was done. So after this, we need to do one more thing: React native vector icons. So in our UI we need to use vector icons, right? So for this reason, okay, let me click on this, let me close this. I'm using few extensions, so for this reason that's why I'm getting this right side. Okay, you can ignore that. Simply click on second one and copy this, paste it here, hit enter. Now to use this vector icon, we need to follow few installation things. Now simply click on Android setup. If you see Android setup, we need to paste these two lines inside. They already gave particularly like inside Android app build.gradle, okay, not Android level build.gradle, okay. So let's quickly open this, go to your Android folder. If you have one more thing, if you are using Expo project, there are Expo icons is there, you can use that. So they have mentioned Android app level, okay, Android inside app folder build.gradle. This build.gradle we need to open. Okay, perfect, I have opened. So we need to paste this one. So here one more thing, let me keep it that site like this only, and React native vector icons. Let me show you this. See, there are multiple names. If you see, you can able to see there are a lot of family names are there, like Andesign, Ntypo, Evil, Feather, these things and all. See, but here right now they just as sample purpose they gave these two only. But if you want to use multiple icons, let's say see this, if I scroll down, there are Feather, Fontism, there are a lot of icon names are there, right? Parental names. So if you want to use, make sure those names should be here, otherwise it won't work. Right now there are material and evil icons only, right? In fact, I'll show you how to add that also, okay, don't worry. Let me simply copy this line from here, this whole two lines, and inside app level build.gradle, scroll down, come to completely scroll down and paste it here. That's it. Now let me add these icon names also. If you see, let's say I want to use Andesign, so simply copy this name, otherwise you can type it also, it's fine. I'm just copying. Open your VS Code, keep it comma, single quote or double quote, it's fine, .ttf. Like this way you can do that. Mostly I use iconic icons, so I'll copy paste of that one only. Ionic, I guess. Yes, this one only. I need this name, so simply copy that name, paste it .etf. So I'll keep this site open only because we are going to use icons, right? So that's fine. So this is the Android setup. Nothing but all we need to do is we just need to add these two like these lines in our build.gradle app level, not Android level. That's it. After this, I'm going to install one package, responsive dimensions. Nothing but it will help in to make a UI responsive in all devices. That's it. So simply copy that line and paste it here, hit enter. As of now, these are the packages which we need. When it comes to Firebase integration, we are going to install few packages as well. But before that, let me close this Android file. Let's create a screens first, okay? Simply close this build.gradle also we don't want. We need to call our screens here. Otherwise, we cannot navigate from one screen to other screen, okay? Whatever the screens you have, those screens name should be here, like this. Otherwise, it won't work, okay? So first and foremost thing what we have to do now, we need to create screens names here. So let me do one thing. I'll say splash screen. Our app will be having splash screen, splash. Next, I'll say home screen. I'll say login screen. No need to create any account, okay? We are going to implement Google sign-in, okay? So for this reason, I'm not going to create any register form like that. Home splash. After this, home. After this, we'll say details. After this, our app will be having a wish list. Cart as well, obviously. Okay, as of now, I have created these files like these folders only, these screens. But once we start implementing, we are going to, okay, we'll create it, we'll add it remaining whatever the pages we have, okay? So let me do one thing. Let me quickly create one file in each folders. Home.js RNFE. In the same way, let's do it for all these things. But there's some background noise. Let me cut it. So okay, let me create this file here also. RNFE, but not showing anything. Okay, I haven't passed action. Let me create the file properly. Details.js. Now RNFE. And same way, let me create for cart and remaining folders also. So cart.js RNFE, and same way for login.js RNFE, and same way for splash screen splash.js RNFE, same way for wishlist as well. .js RNFE. That's it, and let me close this all files. Okay, nothing but what I did, I just created all files in all folders. That's it. Let me close this, this also. Now go to routes, stack route, and let's call our whole screens here. Let me copy this. The order could be anything, okay? It's fine. It doesn't matter that your splash screen should be at top as the order was, nothing like that, okay? You can do anything. Let me paste it 5 times like this. How many screens I have? So instead of home, I'll say splash. After splash, I'll say, I'm not following any order, okay? I'm just randomly entering the pages names, okay? Cart. After this, I'll say detail screen. After this, I'll say wishlist screen. Okay. Now let's call this component names also here, like home. This is my home. Make sure it should import from here, otherwise it will throw an error. Okay. In fact, you can change the color change also. If that color change this thing, it means it properly imported. Okay. Now splash screen. Let's call splash screen as well. login, cart, details, and wish list. Okay, now you can ask me then how can we go to our desired first screen. So there is a property name called initial route name basically. So whatever screen your desired screen, let's say I want to after opening the app I want my user to navigate to home screen, I can directly pass home here. Now you can ask me where you got that name, means whatever the name you pass here, that name only you have to give here. Then only it will identify that okay, this person want this user to navigate him to this screen. I can enter any screen here, whatever the screen I have entered in this block. Okay, you got an idea, right? Perfect. Now let's say I need just want initially in all apps, while opening the app, initially we'll navigate the user to splash screen only. Splash screen means it will show the UI once and within 2-3 seconds it navigate. You can able to see, let's say Flipkart, Amazon. Initially icon will come. After 2 seconds automatically it will navigate to home screen. So this is what splash screen do. Okay, we'll write the code for splash screen also. Okay, no worries. And one more thing, screen options, basically inside this there is a property called header shown. Why I'm keeping this I'll tell you later once I'll run the emulator. Okay, in fact I'll remove this option also and I'll show you that what happens if we keep true, what happens if we keep false. Okay, don't worry. So I guess stack work is done. Close it. And now there's a one package I need to install this. Why we need that package, I'll explain you this. Okay, let me search first, like async storage. Once we write code, I'll tell you like how exactly these things works and what we are doing and all. Simply search for async storage. So basically if you heard this is a local storage. In web we'll say local storage, right? In React Native async storage we say it's basically a local storage. So we'll store some data. The data could be anything, some name, some number, anything. It's not in MB like that, it's in KB. It depends on the size how much you are storing in the user's device. Okay, so React Native async storage, simply copy this line, paste it here, hit enter. It's take some time to install this package. In the meantime I'm going to run the emulator so that you can able to see what things we have done. Okay, so I'll show you once my emulator run. Okay, because it will take some time. Okay, so if you see here, successfully my emulator started working. And see, let me open this routes here and stack routes, and let me drag this down. So initially I said splash screen, right? So initial route name. So for this reason you can able to see this name also, splash here. Okay, perfect. So as I said before, what happens if we keep header shown false like this? Right now it was false, right? So right now you cannot able to see any header here. But what if I say true? You will only see the difference. True. See, you can able to see a header came, right? So I don't want my any header in the UI. So for this reason I kept for all screens false. Okay. See, perfect. So now let's write code for splash screen. Okay, after this we'll implement the login thing. Let me go to UI here. Figma thing, nothing but I'll provide this Figma link also in description. Okay, you can check out from there. So before that, let me get this color code first. Let me copy this color code. Go to utils here. Inside utils I'll say in fact wait, let me create one more folder inside utils saying themes. Okay, inside this themes I'll say colors.js, export my colors. For that I need to pass const, and basically this will be an object. I'll say theme blue. No, it's violet kind of. And I'm gonna pass that color here. Okay, it's not properly copied. Let me 421168. So this is basically a color code 421168. Okay, perfect. After this, I'm going to use the black color also. So I'll say black will be black only, and in fact I'll say white will be white, and if there is any gray color needed, so I'll say gray. Okay, in fact let me keep it violet only. Let me, why to need that much complicated? So violet. Okay, as of now I kept these colors, and I kept export also so that I can use it outside of this. That's it. And open splash screen code file, nothing but. And one more thing, in components, I want to create one component. Okay, inside components I'll say one folder. In fact, no folder we don't need. Okay, I'll say one file that could be app wrapper. Okay, I'm naming it as wrapper, app wrapper. What does exactly wrapper dot, I mean what I'm going to write means, let me explain with this. So initially in iOS and in iOS or in Android, okay, so sometimes our code, like our UI will overlap on this. For example, let's say this. If you see my emulator here, there is a front camera is there, right? I want my UI to be at below the camera, not above on the camera. So for this reason, like every time reusing the, like every time using safe area view, I'll say, let me import from React Native safe area view. So it will be keep our whole UI in safe area position. That's it, nothing else apart from that. And I'll say children here. So inside this, whatever the content it comes, it will be wrapped this children, I'll say. And let me pass some styling also. Style, I'll say flex of 1. That's it. If you can able to see does it occupied or not, I need to wrap this with. Before that, let me keep this like this only. And instead of this view in splash screen, I'll say app wrapper, nothing but. Make sure you need to import this. See, right now I cannot able to see any because I have removed this. Now if I go to app wrapper, see, even I'm going to wrap this whole wrapper with all classes. Okay, whatever the screens I have, so that it could be at safe position, nothing else. Okay, now if I go to app wrapper and if I do any changes, you can able to see does it really wrapped or not, nothing but inside this color or not. I'll say background color will be red. You can able to see the color change of this. See, this children, nothing but this one, whatever the content comes under, this will comes under in this block. Okay, that's it. I hope you got it right. Perfect. Now let me remove this background color and let's go to splash screen and let's close this app wrapper also. Nothing, we don't want anything here. I'll say, okay, let me take a view only. In fact, style, I'm going to write inline styling only, just for easy purpose. Like, okay, I'll say flex of 1 again and justify content center, so that row wise column wise center my content should be, because align items also center. And I want my background color to be what did I kept, my colors, I guess. Yes, my colors dot blue, violet. See, you can able to see the violet color. My colors, where do I got this color from? This theme which we created a file here. This is the color code I am using. Just because of export, for this reason I am able to access that from outside of the file. That's it. Okay, if you can able to see my I don't want my status bar to be shown, because it's, I don't, in splash screen no need to show status bar, right? Status bar, what exactly, if you don't know, means you can able to see icons, right? Charging percentage, signal, time and all. These are the things. I don't want to show my status bar in splash screen particularly. So I'll say status bar, close it, and make sure you need to import from React Native. I'll say hidden. See, it's hidden. Okay, right now it has a camera, right? For this reason you are able to see some black color, but right now it was hidden. Okay, perfect. In the screen, so what next? I want to show my Zepto icon exactly at center position. Okay, so let's get this Zepto icon also. Okay, let me use it from here only. Zepto, what this icon. In fact, let me get this color. This color is bit looking good comparing to that color, 260343. Let me copy this, or let me type it 260343. Simple. All we need to do is 260343. That's, let's see how exactly it's looking now. Yeah, it's looking good now comparing to that. Okay, now let me simply copy this, copy image address. We want image address only. What I'm doing exactly, I'm taking this image from using, I'm going to use this image from the browser only. I'm not going to download it and that's it. Okay, image, close it, and source basically, and insert this URI, and insert this single quote or double quote, whatever, and paste that URI you copied from here. Okay, let me close this in fact, so that you can able to see the code. So what I did, source, basically I'm going to access this image from the network, right? For this reason I took URI. If your image is in this folder, any folder, you can use require. Okay, these are the two ways. If you still have a confusion, you can refer this React Native image thing, React Native image component, official document basically. Okay, you can simply go through this. You will get an idea how many ways we can use the image source. Okay, so now you can able to see my image is not visible. Why? Means we haven't provided any proper stylings, nothing but height, width. Okay, so let's pass those height and width also. Let's say width. We have installed one package, right? As I have said you, like there is a one package we are going to take help of. I'll say 100%, 100. Nothing but it will take the 100% whatever the screen width of the whole, and it varies from device to device. Okay, that's how it become responsive. And I'll say height should be 100 maybe. See, now I can able to see my icon here. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So splash screen UI was done basically, but I want to show this splash screen for 2 seconds. How can we do it? Simple. Use effect basically. Initially, once the UI, like once the screen renders, this is the whatever the piece of code in this use effect, it will render first. Okay, that's it. And let me remove this. This is basically a dependency array. I'll explain it later. Let me take a set timeout function. It will take some time. I'll say 2000 means 2 seconds, nothing but 2000 means 2 milliseconds in that sense. Okay, in coding language I said 2 seconds. And after this, let me keep a navigation here. What exactly I'm doing, let me explain you this thing. Okay, before that it's throwing an error because use effect doesn't exist, because we need to import this from React, not React Native. Okay, perfect. Right now we haven't provided any code here. So set time, what exactly set time mode do and what exactly use effect do, let me explain this now. Before that, before jumping into this block of code, right now just let me comment this. Okay, I haven't removed, I just commented that so that you can focus on this navigation. What exactly I did, so I just did some destruction kind of, you can say that. So if you see in routes, where we wrapped stack navigator, inside stack navigator, whatever the screens we have initiated, they can access navigation. Now you can ask me where exactly we are navigation, how we are using, means if you go to app.js, see navigation container, inside this screen, what are the screens we have, they can use navigation to directly. Okay, that's it. I hope you got it. Perfect. Now let me uncomment this code and let me explain this. So use effect means when the screen renders, this is first preference will go to this use effect. So whatever the block of code inside this thing, it will render, it will execute first. Okay, you got the idea right about use effect. Perfect. Now what about set time mode? If you don't know about set time mode, means whatever the time you gave here, after that particular time, whatever the code inside this, it will render, execute. You got it? Perfect. Let me keep it in bit short and easy way. Nothing but if we gave 2 seconds, means after 2 seconds, whatever the piece of code, nothing but set time mode will stop you there. It will stop you there. Okay, it won't allow you to go further. It will simply stop you. That's it. When it will allow you, whatever the time you gave here, once it is done, I said 2 seconds. 2000 means 2000 millisecond means 2 seconds, nothing but stop this execution. Everything stop it. Till how much time? 2 seconds. Don't do anything. Stop him. After 2 seconds, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You can write that code here. I'll say before that, let me do one thing quickly. The async storage, basically get item. So I said right, local storage. That's the thing. I'll say key. I'm naming it as key only. Dot then let me remove this. I'm using try catch block, nothing but dot and chaining thing. Okay, I'll explain you guys this about this one. And let me do console error if there is an error. Now here I'll say if else I'm going to take if result. Let me write the code. After that I'll explain you okay what I'm going to do. If result exists, I'll say navigation dot replace which screen I want to navigate him to. Login. I want to navigate him to home screen, basically. I don't know why it just not okay. Home screen. Otherwise I'm going to navigate this user to login screen. Let me type login also here. Now you can ask me where exactly I got this names. Means I have explained you guys obviously here what are the names you pass. Make sure those names are should be like the same in this navigation, otherwise it won't navigate. Okay, that's it. So that's pretty much. Let me reload this first and let's check. After 2 seconds it's navigating me to what screen? See, login screen. Okay, if you want to keep that screen for 5 seconds, it's up to you. But I kept initially, like, ideal thing is like splash screen we need to show for 2 seconds. Okay, I hope you understood. Perfect. Now let me explain this async storage, what I am doing. So if you observe, let's say if you open a Flipkart for the first time, it will ask you to log in first. Okay, after successful login, if you close the app and reopen again, it won't show you login. Okay, it will directly navigate you to home screen. Okay, you understood right? If you still don't know that, just open Flipkart in your mobile. It will navigate you to home screen, not login screen. For the first time it will navigate you, it will ask you to log in. Okay, that's what we are doing. So what exactly I'm doing is like after successful login, I'm going to using async storage, as I said, local storage, nothing but I'm storing some data with the name of key. Don't get confused, it's like a key. I'll say roll number. Assume that person, I'm storing one person in assume that mobile as a room. Okay, I'm storing one instead of person, I'll say some bag. Okay, I'm storing my bag in a locker. Okay, that locker name is key. Okay, that's what. Now in splash screen I am checking that if inside that locker if bag exists, means that means he kept his bag. So I'm going to navigate him to home screen. If inside that locker if bag is not there, that means he is not present. That means he's a new user, he's a first time user. So I'm going to log in him to navigate him to login. So successfully we are navigating user because we haven't stored any data, right? For this reason I'm able to see login screen. Perfect. Now till UI purpose, let me write login screen here, so that let's build the login screen. Why I'm opening this, simply click on reload, so that as I said initial route name login, so it will directly navigate me to login screen. Okay, now let's build the login screen UI and we'll integrate Firebase thing in this video only. Make sure if you guys don't like, please first like this video now, okay, because I am explaining it, and if you still have a doubts you can comment me down, so that it boosts me and I will do more videos. And yeah, need your support, nothing but. So right now you can able to see login screen, and let me open the UI. Where is UI? Yeah, here it is. So I'll make it bit simple, okay. I'll create icon here, nothing but this icon. I don't want to use this block, it's a bit disturbing the UI, so for this reason I'm going to keep this icon. After this I'm going to create a one button, single button saying login, sign in with Google, that's it. And after this I'll simply show this accept terms and this text, and with the I'm going to remove this, in fact I'm going to show this button, that's it. Okay, let's simplify this UI. So let me remove this. As I said before, app wrapper, I'm going to wrap this whole UI inside this wrapper, so that my whole UI won't be on top of this status bar, it should be on bottom of this. That's for this reason only. And as usual I'm going to take a one more view, so that to apply some padding and all, if we want style, I'll say flex of 1 for sure. As usual this color also, background color, my colors dot violet, nothing but. You can able to see color change. Now here I want to show the status bar, but that status bar color also same like as the background of this color, bottom, whatever it is. We can change the status bar color also. Let's change this status bar. I'll say background color should be my colors dot violet. Let's see perfectly changed. Now it's matching the UI, right? Perfect. Make sure you need to import from React Native, okay. So now let me close this. I'll say padding horizontal of 20, nothing but, let me there is one spelling mistake, of 20, nothing but right side and left side I just kept some padding, nothing but some space, no nothing, and I mean it's not like touch that UI things, okay, for this reason. And here first and foremost thing what I'm going to do, I'll add one image. So to do that, in fact I'm going to use that same image what we have did in splash screen. I'm going to copy that just to save our time. Simply copy this, we'll change the stylings, okay. Just simply copy this image component whatever we did, paste it here. Okay, let's import the image from here, and we need a button also, right? Okay, let me import this width also, this thing from responsive dimension. I can able to see the image, but my image is bit too much huge, I don't want that much to be. I'll reduce some size to 50 maybe, not 50 I guess, 70. Okay, this was fine. I'll say align self center. See, it was exactly right at center. And just because we get safe area position, right, for this reason it exactly came at center. And height also we pass 100 for this image. Perfect. Now I'll add one caption below here, okay. Let's add some caption. I'll say text. I guess there is a caption also available, I guess. Let me check what exactly they okay, 10 minutes delivery, they are using this caption. I'm going to use that caption only. 10 minutes delivery. Let's pass some styling. There is a text you cannot able to see because by default React Native gives color like a black color only. So let's pass color also to this text change. So I'll say might increase some size also. Font size will be somewhere 17. And in fact, one more thing, there is a responsive font size also. They are providing this property. We can use this thing for responsiveness. If you want to increase size, you can 3, it changes upon, but 2 is more than enough, I guess. Even not 1.5, maybe not 1.5, maybe 1.7. Whatever you was able to see, it same acts like same, I mean it shows same exactly like the in other devices also. Okay, text align exactly at center, and I'll say top of -20. Okay, perfect. Let's give some space to this letter spacing, nothing but somewhere my text is like bit attached to this. There's a property already available for letter space, property like letter spacing. You can give that 10. See, this much I don't want, I guess 1 maybe, or 1.4 or 1.5. Okay, this is fine, looking fine, perfect. In fact, let me do one thing. Let me wrap this whole image and text inside this view. Why exactly I'm doing, I'll explain it once it's done. Okay, let me cut it and paste it inside this. And let's pass some style, flex of 0.5 and background color of red. For visibility purpose, how much space it occupied. See, you can able to see this much space it occupied. You can ask me like why you gave a top means. See if you can able to like initially a text I have passed top -20 because the image contains okay, let me open it. See, the image also contains the background. It's not like only PNG icon. If you are using PNG icon, then no need to pass top. Okay, but we are using a icon which has a background also. It's like square. Okay, nothing but it's not a PNG, it's a JPG thing. For this reason I want to like a text to be on top. For this reason I just passed -20 so that it just got exactly at prop or desired position. Okay, at text below the title. You understood, right? Perfect. Now this much space it occupied, this view container. Now if you can able to see the UI, my button should be on bottom side, right? Somewhere at bottom. So for this reason, now let me remove this background color just for you to show you guys. I kept this background color for visibly. Now let me close this view. Now I'm going to take a touchable opacity. In fact, one view. This will be my second view, and I'll say style equals to flex of 0.5 and background color I'll say red. See, this will be at bottom. So on top this is my first container and red color this is my second container. In second container I'll say justify content center, column wise nothing but inside this container only I'm going to create a one button with text. Let's do that. Touchable opacity, nothing but I'm using a button. So inside this whatever we wrap, it will convert as a button, nothing but. Okay, let me remove this background color. So inside this I'll create one button saying sign in with Google. See, as I said, button like a text is visible, and button you are not able to see any button because we haven't passed any styling to this, right? So let's pass stylings also to this touchable opacity. I'll say background color was my colors dot white. I want my button should be white. and padding of 15 maybe. Okay, perfect. And my button should be border radius, all sides maybe 15, curves nothing but, and justify content text exactly at center position. So for this reason, align items center, so that it will be exactly at center position. See, right now it acts as a button. Perfect. Now I want to show some Google icon also, okay, so that user can able to see, okay, just for better purpose thing, okay. As we open, let me close this. As we open this React Native, we kept to open it only, right? Just simply go up, search for Google. We have already added this and design also in build.gradle. If you are not able, like if even I have explained also how to add if you want to use. Go to app.gradle, in inside app build.gradle, see and design. This thing we have added so that we can use this in our project. Let me close this, and yeah, we'll use this icon. Copy this and design name. Let's import this. Import and design from React Native vector icons / and design. That's it. Now I can use this icon. Before that, okay, why I'm opening this terminal? Let me copy this Google name and minimize this. Before that, if you see, I want my we all know this by default layout alignment is in column direction. See, if you didn't get it, let me explain you this. In fact, I'll show you this so that for better understanding. Let's say I have added that icon and design / inside this I'll pass icon name. That icon name I have copied from there, Google, and size I'll say 25 maybe. After we'll reduce it later, okay, no worries. Or in fact, let me keep it 20 only. 20 was fine. And color I'll say my colors dot violet, just for UI purpose. Okay, now if you can able to see, icon came, but alignment just observe the alignment, it is in column direction, but I want my alignment should be at row direction. How can we do it? Let's change this direction. Flex direction, we all know by default it's in column direction. We need to change to row. See what happened. It's exactly at now it came to row direction, like one after one, not in one above one like that, okay, one below one, nothing but. Perfect. Now let me give some space by saying 10. Let me add some comma here, nothing but semicolon. Now let's change this text color also. Let's pass some style. In fact, let me copy this text style from here. I've created from here, right, for 10 minutes thing, that style. Copy this, paste it here, and simply change the color to black. Remove this top thing because we don't want any top, and remove this letter spacing also. Sign in with Google. And what else? Text align we don't want because it's exactly we kept it the texting only, this thing. And after this I'll pass font weight. Basically let's increase some font weight, maybe 600, or let's make it 700. It will be, then it's good. Okay, perfect. Now see, if I click this, it acts as a button. I don't, and if you click on it, there is some splash was going on, right? I don't want that splash. So what I will do, there is a property called active opacity. To reduce that, I'll say 0.8. See, right now it's less splash. If you want, you can increase. If you want, you can decrease. It's up to you. So after this, I'm going to add one text. Basically, like if you click on continue, you will act some, like what do we call, accept terms and conditions thing below. Let me change it to white so that you can able to see. And I'll say what was the text here? I accept the terms of use and privacy policy. Let's act it. Terms privacy policy. Let's reduce the size, and it will be like some 3 to 4, maybe not this, some 400, 1.4 maybe. Perfect. And yeah, let's keep this font weight this much only, and text align I'll say center, so that will come like that. Let's center, and we'll say top 10, basically some space from top, and I'll keep one star here so that user can able to notice this. So yeah, successfully we built the login screen UI. In fact, let me remove the star, it's looking a bit weird because this is only looks good. If you want, you can add checkbox also. You can use some packages are available, but I'm not going to use that. Okay, so what next? Let's implement the Google sign-in functionality. Okay, let's jump into functionality. So to do that, first and foremost thing we need to do is like, let's connect with Firebase. Simply search for Firebase and click on this. Go to console. Here this side, click on this console thing. And these are the projects. If you are able to see, if you're not able to see these things, because these are the projects which I have done by myself, so that's why you are able to see. Simply click on add project here and say Zepto. I'll say Zepto as a project name. Click on continue and disable this. We don't want anything like this. Create project. Click on that. It will take some time. In the meantime, yeah, I guess it's fine. Okay, it will take some time to create a project. Okay, in the meantime, we'll open few. In the meantime, we'll install one package, React Native Google Sign-in. Basically, this first one. Simply click on this. Click on that and open one terminal. I am using npm. I have run npm start. For this reason only I was able to run the server from here. Simply open one terminal and paste it and hit enter. In the meantime, it will install. Okay, now let's jump into here. Okay, our project get ready, successfully created in Firebase. Now click on Android and package name. Make sure now you can ask me where exactly we'll get package name means. Open this folder, go to Android, app, src, main, android.manifest. Before it used to be like here, but after a few changes they removed the package names from in Android manifest. Okay, but previously it should be here, but it's fine. Now all you need to do is like simply Android app, src, main, go to Java. Okay, open Java and open any two files, main activity or main application, it's fine. Simply copy this package. This is a package com.zepto. For my project name, it's like com.zepto. Simply copy this. Make sure it should be proper and unique, otherwise it won't work. And if you're able to read this, required for initially it is optional, but if you want to implement any Google sign-in or phone number authentication, these things, this key was mandatory. Without this key it won't work. Okay, Now let's generate this also. Let's simply click on this, see this page. So first thing, to get the SHA key, okay, just open this website and simply, if you are using Mac, this is your command, and if you are using Windows, I'm using Windows right now. Simply copy this line, open your project and go to Android folder, CD Android, and after this CD app, and paste this line. And we are already in Android folder, right? So let's delete this thing. In fact, let me, this whole thing, just keep key store and this thing, and after this there is a few symbols were all copy. That's it. And let's run this. Okay, there is some, let me paste it here properly. So yeah, this is the code, like this is the command for, in fact I'll provide this command in the description, okay.